Hello, welcome to the backyard. We are going to make some gnocchi, some delicious pasta, and we'll be cooking it in the wood-fired oven over here. And so I've lit the oven. Let's see, I'm just gonna stoke the fire a little bit. And that looks like that is gonna be a rager. So now I'm gonna go around this way to the chicken area and gather some eggs, and then also to the garden to get some greens because we're making a special green gnocchi today. Just start with some parsley here, and that parsley is just a brilliant green. I love it. I think that's actually what I'm going to use to color the gnocchi. Stick with us and you will see how that process happens. And then let's see, I know I need a little bit of basil for the sauce, so just a few snips here. Oh, everything just looks so good. I don't know if you can hear that, but my chickens and ducks are over there just chomping at the bit for breakfast. We're gonna give the girls some food. Come on, guys, breakfast time. Where's my ladies? These guys a little snack here so that I can take some eggs away from you and you won't be too mad at me, huh? Ooh, yum, yay. Best part of the day, breakfast of champions for the ladies. And let's see what we got here in terms of eggs. Oh, it's a good haul today. Welcome. We've got our eggs and our herbs, and we're gonna jump into making our gnocchi. Into the blender goes our nice bunch of parsley, along with a couple of eggs. These are pretty nice brown one there. We're gonna get rolling with 2 cups of flour. And to give our gnocchi that nice, airy, signature pillowy texture that gnocchi is known for, I'm going to be using ricotta cheese. We're going to have a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. And, of course, our brilliant parsley puree. So if we were making just the plain gnocchi, we would just add the eggs, not the parsley. That's the only real difference. Okay, so we've got our cheeses, we have our brilliant green puree, and then just a teeny little bit of salt. And I like to use freshly grated nutmeg in my gnocchi. It just gives it that extra special little kick. And then once it gets to the point where it's just kind of coming together and a little bit crumbly, then you can turn it out and actually knead it on the counter. And then turn that bowl out. So I've got kind of a shaggy mess of dough here that my goal now in kneading is just barely to bring together. So with gnocchi, you definitely want to use a very light touch. So there, we have our pretty ball of green dough. You can see that nice and light texture. So I'm gonna work with about 1/4 of my ball at a time. Just kind of go like this along each one so that it has a little bit of moisture so that the other color sticks to it. So my goal in rolling these is that I get them about, I would say, 3/4 of an inch in diameter. I add a little tiny bit more flour just so that they don't stick to each other. I want to cut them into approximately 1/2 inch lengths. So now there's a couple of choices with gnocchi, and I want to give you the option. You can keep them just like that. They look gorgeous, cute little green and white snakes. I love them. Or you can use a gnocchi board. And so you see, I'm just rolling those across the board to put ridges onto the gnocchi. And both styles are completely fine. You can keep them rustic or you can add the ridges. The benefit of the ridges is that sauce adheres really nicely. I have a feeling once it's covered in sauce and cheese, it's just gonna be delicious no matter what. Welcome to the kitchen. We have our gnocchi prepared, and now all that's left is to boil it and put it in the pot, and we'll take it back out to the wood-fired oven to cook it. So I have my boiling water here, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt to that and get our first dunk of gnocchi in. Pick up the parchment there, and in we go. So these are done when they float to the top. So I'm just gonna look at the inside there, and if it looks doughy at all, I'll put it back in, but it doesn't, it looks fully cooked. Okay, so don't tell my friends who are coming over shortly, but I'm gonna have to take a bite. I mean, it's for the chef, right? Chef's choice. I'm just gonna remove the gnocchi into the cast iron pan. I put a little bit of butter down just so that the gnocchi doesn't stick to the bottom. Just situate those nicely, and then add in a little bit of our sauce. Oh, that looks so good. We'll just add in some mozzarella. Okay, and I'm just gonna cover it, grab my hot pads, and won't you join me outside to cook our beautiful gnocchi? Just get everything set up over here. Nice and toasty. Oh, that looks so pretty in there. And that is just going to cook for about 5 minutes, and then it will be dinner time. Okay, let's check it out. It's gonna be delicious. I can smell it. Can you guys smell that in the air? A faint hint of basil quaffing out of the wood-fired oven. Let's see. Let's just check that. I know, it's very sizzly, isn't it? Woo! I'm gonna call it done. You guys, what do you think? You wanna eat some of that? All right. Bring this over. So rather than bother with a trivet, we just use a rock because it's like nature's trivet. And there we go.
I got a big one.
That's what she said.
Go ahead and